Wishing you all happy memories of 2020 and have a great journey in 2021 and beyond. And I'm very delighted, happy, and excited to have somebody like Dr. Pranati to start our new year session and the new decade also. It's a new month, new day, new year, and new decade. So I'm humbly honored to have somebody like Dr. Pranati Tilak with us today. And thanking from bottom of my heart on behalf of Global Talent Company and the hashtag Women Power, a global movement that we have started. And let me just tell all the audience that this global movement is already having its presence in more than 20 countries across the globe, and prominently in India. As the founder of this movement, Dr. D.K. Bakshi is based at Noida and Canada and Thailand. So it's a global in terms of, since we have got so many women members of this group across the globe, and by 2024 we'll be touching more than 1 million women by way of direct and indirect empowerment to their life and to their skills. So that's the objective we carry. And the series that we are starting, or we have started already, is the success stories of established women. And I again welcome Dr. Pranati Tilak, who is an established educationist, academician, and philanthropist, and a social worker. And she's a teacher. She has been awarded so many awards, which we'll be knowing from her own words, in her own words. And I would like to congratulate Pranati ma'am for the award that she has recently received as the best HOD of the institute.
Wow.
And yeah, so congratulations to you, ma'am, for that. And as I'm mentioning about Dr. Pranati, being a person from a Maratha family, and Marathi family, right? And the journey that she'll be carrying, that will be knowing in duration of this session. And before that, I would request my co-host Ms. Neeti Sharma to welcome our today's special guest.
Oh yeah, thank you. सबसे पहले आप सभी को नव वर्ष की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। शुभ संध्या, गुड इवनिंग, नमस्कार एवरीवन। आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन है हमारे इस ग्लोबल वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के कार्यक्रम में। आज बहुत हर्षित है मन मेरा, क्योंकि आज जो हमारे साथ हस्ती जुड़ी है, या आप कह दीजिए जो हस्ती आज हमारे सामने रूबरू है, वो ऐसे परिवार की कुलवधू है कि जिन्होंने ना केवल शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में बल्कि स्वतंत्रता के संग्राम में भी बहुत बढ़ चढ़कर योगदान दिया। आपको याद है एक शब्द, एक स्लोगन जो बहुत ज्यादा फेमस है? बताइए। स्वाधीनता मेरा अधिकार है और मैं उसे लेकर रहूंगा। जी हाँ, ये स्लोगन ऐसा है, जब इसको हम उच्चारित करते हैं या इसका जब हम बोलते हैं तो हमारी धमनियों में रक्त का प्रवाह तेज हो जाता है, ऊर्जावान हो जाता है शरीर। तो ऐसे ही परिवार की कुलवधू जिन्होंने शिक्षा को माध्यम बनाया और जरिया बनाया आगे और बढ़ने का, उस परिवार को और डिग्निटी को और वेरीफाई करने का, तो ऐसे ही हमारे साथ आज जो हस्ती जुड़ी है वो किसी भी परिचय की मोहताज नहीं है, और वो है डॉक्टर प्रणीति। अंशुल जी, ओवर टू यू।
Thank you so much, Ms. Neeti, for this wonderful welcome. And as we are catering to audience from all the countries, from different languages, and that's the reason we have kept the format wherein it would be bilingual, English, Hindi, and Pranati ma'am, so already she is knowing different foreign languages also.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's today's times demand, wherein we need to have any kind of conversation in different languages.
True.
So I'm really excited to learn and know more and more about Dr. Pranati. And she is, as I said, being a Punekar from a family of chartered accountants, and to an established educationist, a leader, philanthropist, and a dynamic girl from Maratha family to Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak's family. So, ma'am, how's your journey, started as a small child or small girl in Pune, and then, as an established professional now? So please share in your own words so that we can know more about you.
Thank you very much, Anshul and Neeti. I would like to wish all the viewers a very good evening, and I would especially like to thank Global Talent Company India and the hashtag Women Power Movement for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences and whatever limited knowledge I have gained while working over a span of 20 odd years. Um, Initially, I would just like to start with saying that yes, I do belong to a Marathi family, and it's a Marathi Brahmin family, and I consider myself lucky to be married into Lokmanya Tilak's family. So my husband is fifth generation of Lokmanya Tilak, and we have a son now who is sixth generation.
Wow.
I would like to credit whatever little achievement that I do have in my span or in my career. I would like to credit it to my upbringing. And later on, I have been blessed to have a family who have always encouraged people to make their own mark, not just men, but women also. And I consider myself lucky to be a lady in this family because ladies are pushed even more to make a mark and more than the men. So more is
Right.
expected from the ladies, and the ladies are also encouraged more. So, Anshul mentioned in my introduction, I come from a family which had a very corporate outlook. So my father, who is a chartered accountant, he had a corporate job, and my mother, she was a housewife. She is still a housewife, and my brother is also a chartered accountant. So I had this limited outlook to life, and the only thing that my parents did provide me was opportunity and experience. They never ever distinguished between a man and a woman or a boy and a girl. I had an older brother. Of course, he had a much later deadline than I had to be home earlier than him, and that is my only point of, when I talk to them, that was my only point when I tell them that you weren't fair with me on that point. But of course, you can understand now that we are mothers ourselves, we can
Hmm.
understand their perspective.
Hmm.
So, apart from that, they have always encouraged me for pursuing whatever field I thought I could excel in. So, I was never a part of, I never was a very sporty person to begin with. So, throughout my schooling, they never pushed me to pursue sports. I was more on the creative side, and later on, I did my management studies. So they did encourage me. They gave me the experience of studying abroad as well and doing things on my own. They gave me the experience and the opportunity to seek job. Once I finished my graduation, I worked for 2 years and then I went to study for my master's. So they have always encouraged me and they have never distinguished between a boy and a girl. And I believe that is one of the greatest assets that I do have. And that has helped me right from the beginning. In my college years, I joined the road track movement, and that I did eventually became the president of my club.
Oh, that's
And
great.
it was just encouragement from my parents' part and open-minded outlook. And they always told me one thing that whatever you want to do, you do it with full passion, with full commitment, and full focus, and success will be yours. So that was one mantra that they gave me, and I still live by it. And I think it is helping me even through some of the tough times that I have faced as well.
That's great, मैम, that's great. प्रणीति मैम, एक आप तिलक विद्यालय की चेयरपर्सन भी हैं, तो शिक्षा का जो हमने ग्रहण की है एक समय में 90s में बोल दीजिए या और भी जो पहले की जनरेशन्स हैं, तब से लेके अब तक आप किस तरीके से चेंजेस या परिवर्तन को कैसे देखती हैं शिक्षा प्रणाली में, इन एजुकेशन, हाउ डू यू सी द चेंजेस?
Okay. Is it okay if I answer in English?
Perfectly fine, ma'am.
Because my Hindi is not very polished. I will be able to answer, but it isn't in a very polished manner.
It's okay.
So, all right. So, what essentially I think about your question is in early childhood education, the pattern for early education is also changing now. And we are more into the process of planning backwards in the sense that what is expected. Now, when I am also a part of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapeeth, the deemed university. So I am dean for the Department of Management Studies. So when we think of higher education, we always think of employability as an end. So that is employability. How will the children, how will our students stand out in this when they step out into the corporate world? So when you think backwards from higher education to school
जी,
education
हाँ
and
जी,
from school education to preschool education, what we think about, or specifically my focus for Tilak Maharashtra Vidyalaya is
जी,
life skills. So life skills are no longer restricted to soft skills such as communication skills or presentation skills. It is no longer restricted to that. Because an individual, whenever an individual steps out into the corporate world, or whenever an individual, let's say, steps out from his protected educational institute, that individual is expected to have multiple skills along with their academic knowledge at this point as well. So
Absolutely,
this is
absolutely.
how we are planning, and my, the school's focus primarily is always on life skills, wherein we make a child capable. We don't just make a child academically sound or physically fit, because sports and physical fitness is a very essential part of our schooling. So the entire school methodology, we do include physical fitness and sports as as a very important part of their curriculum. Apart from that, how can the child, for example, we teach maths, okay, in the basic levels. If the child has the knowledge of maintaining an account, if the child has a knowledge of maintaining a basic balance sheet of his, we start giving children pocket money, where our children will be given pocket money maybe as they move to the higher classes. So 8,
true,
9, 10, normally children do receive a little bit of pocket money.
जी, जी,
Making the budget, how do you plan, you have to save a part of it as well. So this is the pattern of thought that we would like to establish in the children. Now, recently we faced the pandemic. So the pandemic or the lockdown was a
जी,
situation which was thrown in our face. We weren't really prepared for
absolutely,
it. So it was just from the beginning of, you could say, January or end of January, beginning of
yeah,
February, we were hearing about Corona and we weren't very sure about how it is going to
yes,
affect us.
yes, yes,
Come March, and within a week, lockdown was announced. So
yeah,
none of
yeah,
us knew. I don't think anybody knew. Maybe the
हाँ,
older generation knew about the
yes, yes,
lockdown
yes, yes, हाँ,
because
हाँ, हाँ,
they've seen wars, or
जी,
that
जी,
is
जी,
when the lockdown was implemented.
हम्म,
But for us, we never knew what a lockdown was.
हम्म,
So adaptability.
Exactly.
We adapted to the situation. All of us
true,
are meeting each other virtually.
हाँ,
Otherwise, I think this would have been
Not
convener
possible.
recorded,
Yes,
yes,
yes. So all of us are meeting virtually. Also, all of us went through a lot of emotional, let's
backdrop,
say, roller coaster ride. We won't say
yeah,
ups and downs or
agree,
whatever.
जी,
So again, being able to cope up with that as individuals. So as adults, we know certain techniques. As adults, we adapt certain techniques. We talk to somebody. But if these techniques, because our children are going to be in a very high pressure, high stress, high competition situation once they move out into the corporate world. So these techniques, if they are taught at the very beginning, they become a part of their daily life. And that is when the child will be able to ride this, very smoothly. You say the corporate ride, the professional life, the child will be able to ride it very smoothly and maintain a good balance between the personal and the professional life as well.
oh, that's
So,
great,
to answer your question more precisely, even in higher education, now we are focusing on experiential learning or hands-on learning,
Exactly.
and we are
Exactly.
also giving a lot of importance to maintaining a healthy emotional balance for the students as well. So this
true,
is what I would like to implement, and I would really like to see in. I don't know how much at a wider level, but definitely in students of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyalaya.
बहुत बढ़िया,
Yeah,
मैम,
yeah.
बहुत excellent,
Thank you.
Yeah,
change
thank you.
जी,
And let me just tell audience that I have witnessed that being at her, institution, being at her this university, this small craft, making some huts, some homes, some houses, and some animals from paper craft,
wow,
and
हाँ,
which is there, pasted or posted in her office cabin also. So
oh,
that's
that's
the kind
great,
of,
हाँ,
yeah, so that's the kind of involvement she's carrying, being a part of the institution and education as a whole. And she's somebody who's not only just by the word of saying, but she is a person of
The
doing
words.
what she says.
Ah,
And
okay.
yeah, and
Perfectionist.
yeah, one more thing, yeah, perfectionist, and perfectionist in all the ways. She's very
Your voice is cracking.
very disciplined when it comes to work, but at the same perfectionist in a way, like when it comes to work, she's highly disciplined, and at the same time she's strict also. But the other side of it is that at the same time she takes her team out for lunch, dinner, get together,
That's great.
spot lunch. Yeah.
Oh my God, we wish we could be there.
So most welcome.
We've seen her, discipline, like she was there online. I think by 5:15, ma'am, you joined us. That's how the educationist is all about. Always discipline. Before time,
Yeah,
wherever
exactly.
you've been meant to be. And that's how, dedication.
So the dedication shows, and the righteous approach that she follows.
Yes.
And when she says that she takes care of the emotional intelligence of the kids at such a tender and younger age. So one more thing that I would like to share with the audience is that wherever she goes, on personal trips, she make it a point that she brings some gift or some kind of gestures for
Oh,
her
that's
team.
great.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is this is what her team is what they like most about her, that wherever she goes, she remembers them. It's not that it's out of a vision, is out of mind. She carries them in her heart, and whenever she comes back, she brings some memories for the people. So lovely, ma'am,
Great,
knowing
great.
that fact about you. And yeah, as you are mentioning about the education experiential learning, that certainly that is being taken care of in the new education policy 2020 also.
Yeah.
And lots of emphasis is being given on extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities, and academics is certainly there. Still, what is the difference that you see since you are handling both the sides, the primary education, secondary education, and even the higher education at the university level? So what is the gap wherein once the student leave their schools, they sometimes, some students are not able to manage that balance when they come to college, and either emotionally they will get little low, or maybe academically their performances will degrade. So many things happens with some of the students. I'm not saying everyone, but some or the other way these students have been hit in one aspect. So what is that difference, like what is the transition that they're not able to cope up with? So what is your opinion about it, that where is this gap, which as an educational institute or as an educationist we are not able to fill it up?
To answer your question, Anshul, the new education policy has been framed well. And since, like you say, I am working actively both in the higher education as well as school level.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't gone through, I wouldn't say that I know every word of the education policy, but whatever is relevant for the educationists at their level, I have been reading upon that as well. So first of all, for the new education policy, it's looking really good on paper. But what we need is good facilitators for this policy. So, like you say, the identifying the gap is always a role of the facilitator. So that will be
Absolutely.
the step wherein the facilitators for this policy, which are the teachers, which are the educational institute administrators. So all of these will have to be trained in a way wherein they have to understand where this policy is coming from. If you talk to people in my circle also, so my son is in the 8th standard, so all the mothers are very eager to know when this will be implemented, when will 10th standard be ruled out, when will when will our children be able to move into 12 4 years of undergraduate level. But apart from that, what is the thought process behind this? So that is a very important question that you have, asked me right now. Wherein, through my limited knowledge, what I perceive is again, it has been focused on the holistic development of a child. So the child will obviously gain academic knowledge, and we are all moving towards skills oriented education now. And
Right.
that is what has been the focus in this policy right now. So it is development of multiple skills for a child. And skills can again be based on your emotional level, on the academic level, on your when you talk about the school level, it's more of your tactile level, your motor skills as well. You know how much you can do, what are the things that you can develop and make you or convert the child into a wholesome personality. Most of the times we have seen children who have, I'm sure all of you have experienced this, that they are toppers at school level.
Yeah,
They,
but
they come in the merit list as well. And
True.
when it comes to college,
performance.
suddenly, yes, Anshul, I've seen you deal with students in an excellent manner. I've attended
Yeah.
one of your, the programs at your institute, and the way they connect with
Yeah.
you is amazing. So, it's not
Thank
me,
you.
it's
Thank you.
more, I've seen that in Anshul as well, how well she connects with the students. And they really look on her as a mentor. And, I think they will be considering you their second mother. Pardon me saying that,
Oh.
but we think
Yeah.
it's right.
Thank you.
But that's
So,
true.
you would have observed that some children, the performance drops dramatically. And I say dramatically because it is not expected from their past performance. Based on
Agree.
the past performance, they should be excelling in college. But that is because probably they are very good in their academics. They are exposed to a lot more than they are at school level. And this exposure primarily comes in the form of, they have the ability to choose now several things. They have to manage their own time. They have to prioritize on their own activities. And that is where most of them face this problem of prioritizing and giving importance to the required activity. Also, once they might find that what I have been thinking of for the past, once they pass out 10th, maybe they've been thinking seriously about their career, let's say for 5 years, that I'm really good at this, I want to study further in this. So I think this process starts in a child right from 6th standard, I would say, at at different levels. So by the time they're in 10th, they know. Maybe in their college they realize I have an interest in several other areas as well. So what do I do? That is a big question that they face. So once I feel that you equip a child in a more holistic way, wherein even in the new education policy there is a lot of emphasis on co-curricular and extracurricular activities,
Extracurricular.
and also I would say a huge chunk of it is also focused on developing the life skills of the individual and the emotional ability of the child.
Agree.
So once the
Exactly.
child, all of this will make the child into a very balanced individual, and I think this will help them in to make much more informed choices in the long run. So, Anshul, I hope I have answered your question,
Yeah.
wherein we are all getting to know the details of the policy right now. We are not very, none of us can say for sure that this is how it will benefit. But definitely the focus that was primarily on academics and sports has now been widened to different aspects of the child, which are equally important for developing.
मैम while we are
Exactly.
talking
Exactly,
about the
ma'am.
education, अंशुल जी,
Yeah.
हमें नहीं लगता कि हम मैम से ये भी पूछे कि मैम आप कैसे डिफरेंशिएट करती हैं फॉरेन एजुकेशन को और अपने देश की शिक्षा प्रणाली को, लाइक क्या भिन्नता है दोनों
Exactly.
में?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when I studied in 2004. So that's a good, a decade and a half ago. But our education system has evolved in an immense way over the past 16 years as well.
जी.
And if you would have asked me this question in 2004, I would have been, and especially for me, because I worked for 2 years and then I went for my master's,
हाँ.
I found the education for my master's wherein I could actually apply the knowledge that I have gained from my job. So me seeing a bit of the professional side actually helped me in the assignments that I used to do, or it was more of self-study. They don't give you notes, they don't spoon feed you, and it's more of you go to the library. You even then they had online resources. Now all of us have access to online resources. So it has evolved. But like I said, you study for yourself and you jot down your interpretation of whatever has been asked. So this is the practice that we follow in higher education even now and in our country as well. So
जी.
that is a very positive change that has been brought about in our education system. Secondly, the focus on employability also helps to plan a curriculum which is more apt for the child, because if a child just reads books, and of course if the child wants to pursue research, then definitely it depends on where the student wants, what opportunity he wants at exit point.
हाँ,
So
हाँ.
if it's a research, if the child wants to pursue a PhD, then the knowledge that he has gained by reading books is obviously going to help him, because he has that orientation. He has recognized it, that I will excel in research, and that is what I want to pursue further.
जी.
But when it comes to employability, there are, like I said at the very beginning, there are a lot of skills that an employer is looking at. And the higher, this is what the education now is moving towards. So even when we plan, the governing body has also issued a mandate when in every 3 years you have to change your curriculum. You have to update your curriculum for
Great.
every program. But initially it was like, oh, okay, every 3 years. Now we do it almost every year.
Okay.
Exactly.
Whatever is,
Ah.
whatever is relevant to the
Yes.
times is what we are trying to adapt in our education.
Education.
Also, we have a lot of inputs from industry experts. So people who are actually employing our students, in some way or the other, or
जी.
employing students from some college or institute, we have them as industry expert on our panel, so that they give us the right kind of inputs, and then we can plan our curriculum accordingly. So this kind of flexibility that we do have in our education system now is definitely helping us to make the child more, let's say, professionally ready. Does
Great.
that answer your
Right.
question?
Exactly,
Yes.
ma'am. Yeah. So thanks for this wonderful, inputs that you have shared
Inputs,
with
yeah.
us. So one more thing that I would like to know from you is that during this pandemic or the lockdown period that we all faced, you did so many research and you published, some articles also. So one of which was about, impact of work from home. Which is something that gave me some kind of
Salt?
salt, wherein wherein yeah, I would like to know from you that normally initially, like we all enjoyed that period when we were together, sitting at home, and all of us were trying different.
Um,
अंशुल जी का साउंड गया.
yeah.
Okay, not an issue. मुझे जो
Dishes
लग,
or
हाँ, now she's there.
something which we never experienced, and we tried doing that, but over a period of time we kept losing our cool, wherein suicidal cases also during that pandemic, which happened in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, wherein so many artists were taken aback because they lost all their incomes which they had. The funds were dried up, and then they were not able to fund their day-to-day life also. So one thing that came as a lesson to all of us is that basics of our livelihood is not that expensive, but what expensive is the lifestyle. Because roti, kapda, makan sabke paas hai, kapda pehne ko hai, khane ko is not that costly, because but the lifestyle is very costly. So what your this study says, wherein working from home, because some of the IT companies, they have made it a compulsion that they may not go for like next 2-3 years, they will not open up their offices because they have closed down their physical offices from some locations. So that's the kind of result have been shown by this pandemic. So what is your study that shows uh, like what should we do and how we should move ahead from this situation to the normal that we had before the pandemic?
Now, Anshul, I've studied a very small aspect. The topic that you have covered is extensive, it's huge, and it has had an impact on all of us, people from all economic strata, people from diverse backgrounds, and this effect will not, we do not see it changing or what we knew as the old normal. we don't see that we us going back to that at least for another 2 years is a too short span as well.
Okay.
To answer your question, now you have put it very beautifully, wherein what do I need to survive. So
Hmm.
that was the basic question that each one has in their mind. We were lucky enough wherein we could spend time with the family.
Hmm.
For me, if you ask personally, our family, we never get to spend so much. I don't remember after my marriage, I've spent so much time with everybody, because everybody is in their own, we've got a political, social, education, we've got all people from all these backgrounds in my family. So luckily, we were blessed to be able to spend this time without worrying about food.
Hmm.
We did try and help a few people, and that is when we realized that they were facing problems because they had lost their daily wages. They were not getting salaries because there was
Yeah.
no work happening. So
Hmm.
they were facing problems of what am I going to feed my child the next day.
Hmm.
So the impact is so severe. And when we talk about work from home, so let's just say we are cutting the frills when it
Hmm.
comes to the workplace. So the
Hmm.
IT companies, obviously, they had these amazing offices, they had a beautiful infrastructure wherein
Hmm.
they took really good care of their employees, even at the workplace, to
Hmm.
ensure that whatever working hours they are putting in, to ensure productivity and the comfort for these employees as well. They were giving all these allied, you could say, the benefits that we normally say to them. But now that we have observed that you can work from home and give the same kind of result,
Yeah.
all the additional investment. So for them, this is a luxury now. The investment that they would put in for those, office spaces,
Offices.
for yes. So and all the infrastructure that is allied with it, that is all luxury now for the moment. So
Hmm.
they basically people also at the moment, like this was a survey that was carried out, with the span of 6 months in mind. So at the moment, people do feel that we are much safer working at home because we don't want to get exposed to the virus also.
Hmm.
And with AC conditions, all these offices are air conditioned. So that was
Hmm.
the first thing that comes to the mind, that obviously the virus is, it can be easily transmitted.
True.
So people do prefer working from home right now,
Hmm.
and you just can't predict how it will move on over, the next couple of years.
Hmm.
But yes, from the survey, what do you need to survive is what everybody has, or how much do you really need to survive,
Hmm.
and what is it that you can, let go of.
Hmm.
So going to restaurants, going to movies, we've done without it for the past, from the month of
Yeah.
March till the month of July, August. I think none of us went to restaurants
True.
or movies. So we haven't stepped in a theater since
Yeah.
March. A lot of them haven't, and I personally haven't as well. So
So
these,
it is something like Big Boss that we played.
yeah,
Not even that now.
yes, yes. And so it's just a matter of prioritizing is
Hmm.
what people are doing even
Yeah.
now, both in their work and in their personal life as well.
जी डॉक्टर मैम एक क्वेश्चन और आया मेरा अभी बैठे बैठे सोचा कि जब हमारे बच्चे लाइक एज ए पेरेंट जब मेरे बच्चे का स्कूल ऑनलाइन शुरू हुआ तो आई वॉज हैविंग सम इश्यूज लाइक कनेक्टिविटी और सो एंड सो वॉट एवर सो वो डिजॉल्व हुआ लेकिन आप क्योंकि एजुकेशन फील्ड में हैं तो एज अ एजुकेशनिस्ट या फिर कह दीजिए आपकी टीचर्स को या पूरा इस एक तैयारी करने के लिए आपको कितना मशक्कत करनी पड़ी आपका कितना टाइम गया उस चीज के लिए क्योंकि हम तो घर पे बैठे बोले ओके चलिए हमारे बच्चे का भाई ओ माय गॉड ऑनलाइन नहीं हो पा रहा है इन लोगों से ओ ये नहीं हो पा रहा है लेकिन आप लोगों को तो वो तैयारी करनी थी
Yes.
तो वो तैयारी आपने 1-2 महीने में कैसे की
Right. So when the pandemic started, rather when the lockdown started, so this was end of March. तब luckily हमारे exams खत्म हो गए थे, and it was just a matter of report day बाकी था. So when we thought about it, so बच्चे immediately they went into vacation. We started the online classes end of April. और
यस
तब it was connectivity issues at the staff end also. So not all teachers are, they don't have, we have to be able to understand now.
टेक्निक
We were not equipped in a way right from the point wherein we didn't have enough number of devices also. because if if the parents are working, they will be working from home, so they would probably be using a laptop or a PC or whatever is there at home. One parent, the mother or the father would be using the phone. So how does the child,
Get
I mean,
that
it's
Studying.
not possible
gadget,
yet for
correct.
every
Ji.
family to purchase a new device just for, the online classes. So initially what we did was, we would send recorded videos, we made a timetable, and for that particular day, the teachers would send recorded videos for those subjects. And one day, any one day was decided during the week. Of course, that was informed to the parents,
Ji.
and the teacher would have a live interaction with the parents. And the videos were also uploaded on, Google Drive. So the parents would have access to the videos. If they couldn't access it in the morning because they were working, they could look at it in the evening as well. So this was how we started initially. And parents from, particularly who have enrolled in Tirak Maharashtra Vidyalaya, they are not from the affluent class completely. So we have a good mix of parents from all economic backgrounds. So we had to consider, the convenience for all of them. And we continued with this for the first, you could say the first 2 months. And then upon the parents' request that we started with two online classes which were live. So twice a week, we would
Right.
conduct live classes.
Ji.
And then when the parents said that we are now okay with daily online classes, that is when we transitioned into the complete online mode. So it was a phase-wise, you could,
Learning process.
yes, for us,
Tough.
for us,
Yes.
uh, so there was a lot of talk. Now there is a network wherein, there are principals from other schools as well. So as to how they are managing and what is it that they are doing. So this ability of asking for help, I have seen this, as a personal change in myself as well. As in asking for
Yeah.
help, I am stuck. What are you doing? So this ability or this capacity of everybody has developed a lot in this lockdown situation, is what I feel, which is a good thing. Reaching
True.
out to others, seeking their help, talking to them, and this helps immensely.
Agree. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so like we can say, yeah. So during this pandemic, at least
Anshulji, your voice is cracking.
has taught us, or developed our HQ, that is human quotients of I think was developed across was the human quotient of each one of us, wherein we get to know okay, it is
Yes, true. Agree, sir.
me who
Anshulji,
is
आपका
suffering. It is
voice
each
crack हो
one
रहा है.
of the can help out. I think I should. Same actually quotient, evolved quotient. Even Dr. Bakshi has started this movement, wherein not considering any caste, creed, religion, or nationality, this movement has been started. Hashtag Women Power Global Movement, wherein he or we all collectively are providing these, success stories by the person himself so that
Yeah.
others can get motivated. And all of us are going through the same, the situation, the same trouble, the same trauma. So if any one of us can inspire anyone, I think that would be great. And that is what we also have started. And it's a great movement. It's a great gesture. And I think Dr. Bakshi deserves the applause from us.
Yeah, agree.
And thanks to
And he's
Pranati
there,
ma'am for
appreciating us.
Yes, he's motivating us all the way right
He's,
now.
yes,
That's
he's, he's answering all the questions and he's motivating us still.
yes.
Yeah, and but I thank Dr. Pranati also for the same, because until we have support from women like her, we cannot make this movement successful movement, because ultimately the established women or their stories are the one who gives us motivation and who inspires us. So it's really very motivating and inspirational for all of us. So pandemic, जैसा बोला जाता है, even the meta physics says if there is a loss, there will be gain also. So yes, certainly during this pandemic, we all have so many things to lose, but at the same time, there are so many learnings also. So it is just our way of seeing at the things, and I think we are the survivors of this pandemic.
Yes,
And
so
as
big clap
we
for us
say,
as well, no,
after
Anshul ji?
COVID is
Absolutely.
yeah, certainly. And see, taking ahead the legacy of this Tilak family.
Yes.
Even Dr. Panati, she is representing just like our Bal Gangadhar Tilak, who did lots of work for the women and so much of work for women of uh, India, women of Pune, of Maharashtra, and at the global platform also. She has organized and she has conducted so many conferences, workshops, and she is a part of representing the women and SC, STs, and different categories. Depending upon their caste or maybe depending upon their economic background, and as she mentioned during her discussion also, that in her school uh, people are coming, and I'll tell you one more thing, like there are students studying in her school, free of cost education also, because that is being sponsored by
Great.
her own yeah.
Great. Excellent.
So that is something how she's
अंशुल जी वॉइस क्रैक हो रहा है
benefiting, and
आपका
how
voice
she
crack
is
हो रहा है
helping people say right to education and right to right education. Okay, but I'm sitting at the same. So yeah, I would like to understand from you, Panati ma'am, like what is women empowerment, what it means to you.
Okay. Until now, the background that we've been speaking on is obviously because all of us are lucky enough to be able to help others in a way. We have, we work to a position wherein we can even think that way because our education has been such, and our, you could say, the culture that we come from is such that we feel it is our responsibility. If you have been given something, it is your responsibility to share it with others also. For me, if you talk about women, uh, a woman is very different from a man in one aspect, and that is a woman's emotions. So emotions again can be, people can perceive us as emotionally weak, or we can use this emotional aspect that is very strong in women, and it has been scientifically proven also. So we can utilize this aspect in our work as well. To it gives us the ability to think about others in a way that men are not, they cannot think of the situation in that way. So it's with due respect to everybody, it's just that we have been given this ability it's been ingrained in our system. So we can think of a situation in a different way. And even in this entire pandemic process or in the lockdown, emotions, like I said, we have had a roller coaster ride with emotions. So we have this emotional ability. If we are able to convert it into emotional capability, that is something that can definitely empower any woman, and that woman will not require anybody else to come and give some authority or power to you to say that, okay, now this is what you have to do. I am giving you this authority, or I'm giving you this designation, and you can work in that way. I think everybody, right from we come across women from different stratas in our everyday household life. So if that lady is stepping out of her house to do something, to be financially independent and to be able to support her family, so that is believing in the capability, in your own capability. So emotional capability, and over a period of time, if we can convert this capability into emotional capability.
Wow.
So, you know, uh,
Great.
so basically, if you are able to cope up, look at things in a way wherein you don't let your emotions pull you down. Your
Hmm.
emotions are help you. They help you to process a situation and look at it more objectively. That
True.
is when you move to emotional capability. And any lady who has achieved that stage obviously is very much aware of how much we are capable of and how important a woman is in everybody's life. So I wouldn't put a woman in any one particular bracket wherein she's a homemaker, she's a mother, she's a wife, she's you could say she's somebody in a leadership role in an office, in an
Hmm.
institution, in an organization, or in a leadership role of a country.
Hmm.
But I would say that if the woman, once she knows that she is emotionally capable, and once she knows that she has the ability to to cope with her emotions and apply them in the right manner,
Hmm.
that is when she is truly empowered. And that is
Hmm.
when a woman will never think twice when she sees an opportunity, and she will never think twice about taking that opportunity as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And we are lucky to be coming from stable backgrounds. I have seen women who come from such sad stories that I have heard about women, and yet they are standing strongly on their feet, and yet they are providing for their family, they are supporting their family, they're stepping out of their house every day
Hmm.
despite difficult circumstances, and they are somebody who are providing for their children as well. My
Hmm.
biggest salute to these kind of women, because they
Yeah.
don't even have the kind of education that we have to support
Hmm.
them, but
Hmm.
yet they have this one point focus that I have to step out and provide for my family and my children. So
True.
again, it all boils down to your capabilities. So if
Capability.
you have a one point focus, you can achieve anything, is what I
Uh,
truly believe.
वेरी गुड मैम, एक बात और बताइए, जब हम वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट या कह दीजिए नारी सशक्तिकरण के बारे में बात करते हैं, अभी आपने बोला कि जो मैंने बहुत सारी ऐसी स्टोरीज भी देखी हैं जो लेडी कुछ नहीं थी लेकिन अपनी कैपेसिटी से या कैपेबिलिटी से आगे बढ़ी और अभी अपने घर का भरण पोषण कर रही है। तो ऐसी जो महिलाएं हैं, जो हमारी माताएं हैं, जो घर पर बैठी हैं, जो अशिक्षित हैं या किसी कारण से जिनको शिक्षा नहीं मिली या छोड़ दी गई, या मेल फीमेल का नॉर्म होता है कि नहीं बेटे ही पढ़ेंगे, बेटियां नहीं पढ़ेंगी, तो ऐसी महिलाएं जो रोजगार के अवसर तो देखना चाहती हैं लेकिन उनको मिल नहीं पाते, तो वो कैसे अपने आप को आगे लेकर जाएं? उनके लिए आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे?
Yes. Now there are a lot of schemes. There are a lot of in educational institutes as well. Free of cost learning is also available, and in certain institutes, wherein a skill is taught to these ladies as well. The government, for a period of women empowerment, has been a topic for of great importance over a period of, I would say, 15 to 20 years. So the government too has been implementing similar kind of schemes wherein there is employability for skilled workers as well as non-skilled workers, and they can avail definitely of these schemes. Of course, they need to know where to go to find out information about these schemes. This
जी
is wherein some NGOs or social workers do step in, and
जी
they inform these ladies about these particular schemes. What I find amazing is that once they get the right kind of connect, once they get the right kind of input, then there is no stopping these ladies,
या
because like I said,
अग्री,
they have more fire in the belly than all of us,
यस
because they
अग्री
have
अग्री
this
अग्री, हार्ड
proper.
वर्क.
Yes, exactly. So they have more of a focus than all of us. So there are several institutions wherein there are programs that are offered free of cost, especially for supporting ladies who probably have faced hard situations, are uneducated, and they are facing problems in their family life as well. So our education system is helping out these ladies in this manner as well.
ओके मैम, एक आई एम श्योर मैम आप पूछ रहे हैं? ओके मैम, एक बात और थोड़ा सा लीक से हटके आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर मैम.
Sure.
आप तिलक खानदान की कुलवधू हैं. तो जब आप शादी होकर घर आए, तो वहां पर आपको अपने घर से कितना अलग माहौल मिला, या कैसा किस टाइप का आपको फील हुआ, या क्या नया लगा, कुछ ऐसा जो अलग हटके है जो अभी शायद किसी को ना पता हो और सब जानना चाहें, जो तिलक फैमिली के बारे में अभी तक किसी को ना पता हो, ऐसा कुछ?
Okay. I would say that
थैंक यू सर।
I would say
यू आर
that
ब्लशिंग, you're looking so pretty, man.
thank you. So something that I would like to share with everybody is the simplicity that my family has. So when we come into the house, none of us are like you say, we're still Tiraks, but we're not Tiraks in the real sense.
हाँ।
So initially, when I got married, I was not a good cook at all, and unfortunately, my mother-in-law, I've never met her. She
जी।
passed away even before I got married. She had passed away with cancer. So there was no lady of the house then.
Okay.
So for me, I had to play a role, or I thought I had to play a role, wherein I had to be much more responsible than what I was at home. So I was the younger child, and I was a very protective older brother. So you can imagine the way I've been brought up.
जी।
And so when I stepped into the house, surprisingly, it was my father-in-law. He would step into the kitchen. So my father-in-law is chancellor of Jayak Maharashtra Vidyapith, and he's also editor of the Kesari newspaper, which Lokmanya Tilak started.
Yes,
The
yes.
moment he would step into the house, he would leave all of that behind, and he would ask each one of us, "What do you want to have for dinner?" And he would stand there and cook for all of us.
Oh my God,
So,
brilliant.
this is something that that would really amaze me at that point, wherein there are these, two distinct compartments in which we live in. Initially, it was difficult for me,
जी।
but now we have learned, because this the role that is, for the people, obviously, that is a very important part of our life. So I would say 70% of our life is dedicated to that, but we cherish deeply the 30% of the time that we do share with each other.
हाँ।
And my son, something that, it really strikes me. My son, he started cooking from the age of 7. He
Wow,
would,
amazing.
it was his duty. He would stand there with me, and sometimes, if I was in office, I was out with my father-in-law, and he would bake an entire cake. And we have this tradition wherein we send home baked cakes to people who are close to us. So immediate family and very close friends. So he would bake an entire cake, and that basically was encouraged by all family members. There is
जी।
no distinction again here that you are a boy, you
और
can,
अगर
you can.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to step into the kitchen. There are people, you don't have to do.
only men will get in, or women
Yes.
will get in. Only they'll have to work. Men are not going to go in kitchen.
Yes,
That's
yes.
kind of scenarios in there. That's how. See that like
So
कहते हैं ना।
now he has evolved into a very good cook. And there are times wherein we just have to tell him, ki, okay, Ronak, this is what you need to make for, and in the lockdown especially.
So we are going to go, have a good meal by your son very soon.
Yes, of course, you are invited. And Anshul, I would just like to mention over here that our family has had a legacy of judo players. So my
Wow.
father-in-law is 8th Dan black belt, which is, I would say one of the most qualified judo players in the country.
क्या बात है?
And my husband is 2nd Dan black belt. His sister was also encouraged to pursue judo. And my son is again, but because of the lockdown, there's been a big break because it's a contact sport. So, he is also pursuing judo. And I was so glad when I met Anshul that she is somebody who has played judo in a So there was this instant family connect, even though I have never played judo, but I've heard so much about it. So he is somebody who has, is an accomplished judo player, not just a judo player, but an accomplished judo player as well. So yeah, it's the kind of compartments that we live in, and I really enjoy that when we are at home.
You're good that you.
Sorry.
I'm saying good that you remember what I love the most about these sports.
तालियां हो जाए आप सभी के लिए.
Yes. So basically, actually, playing judo, normally whenever anybody says कि मैं judo player हूँ, तो लोगों को आता है judo खेलता है, ये मारेगा उठा के पटकेगा. So it is never or nothing like that. It is, you know, about your mental strength. Because judo is a game wherein the first step of playing is you need to fall on the mattress. So falling means first you need to learn the failure of life instead of winning the game. So it is about learning how to fail and then to learn how to win the game. That is about the best part about the judo. And yeah, and
I think that's an excellent definition, Anshulji, you gave to judo.
Yes. It just I've seen, although I do have one complaint about you judo players, you all don't reveal your mental strength tricks to everybody.
This is something as a sports, because whenever
the sound is, yeah, again the sound is problem, I think. Ma'am,
this network is little unstable, so I'm stopping my video for a while, so that at least my voice would be better.
Clear.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, that is the reason sports has always been encouraged by all the academicians and all the educational institutes, because it is not about winning the game, about also learning how to fail and how to cope up with this situation. And as Dr. Panati mentioned about, it is capability to copability. Copability, wherein we have the capability to play the game, but we should also have the capability to fail or to lose the bout or to lose the game. And that's the best part about any sport. And certainly, I think that has been taken care in the new education policy of India 2020 also, wherein lots of emphasis or the equal emphasis has been given on sports as well. So I think it is certainly going to enhance the overall or the holistic development of our kids, wherein certainly not only the intellectual level, even the employability level will also enhance. Same time, the gap normally that we feel or that we face when the kids go to the corporates or when they go to professional arena, so that gap will also be filled by all such steps that has been taken care by the government of India. So it's really wonderful, that the way we are going so far. And one thing I would say, like, a strong woman loves inherently from the time she is a little girl and to the day she passes. She is always willing to take care of others, and she never stops loving. And that's what we are learning from Dr. Panati, the way she's managing, the way she's managing and balancing and professional life also. One thing that she missed out about Rohan, her son, is he plays the dhol also, the dhol, which is I think he's 14, he's 14 15 years old, and he 13.
Yes,
okay,
and
so he plays exactly, and he plays that dhol so beautifully and so professionally. And whenever he is into that mindset, it's amazing. And so it is not only as I mentioned initially, she is not the one who says something, but she also, like, she is the person of words. She is the person who, whenever like if she says, she does that. And it's which is evident from the Rohan, her son.
She walks the talk. Dr. Bakshi is writing, she walks the talk. Exactly, sir.
She walks the talk.
Thank you.
And the professional life very well, wherein the Tilak Maharashtra University has grown multi-folds during her tenure and during her work with the of the Tilak, wherein he emphasizes a lot about educating or empowering women. She's also doing the same thing, and by the way of that, they have opened another campus in Mumbai also. other courses other than the conventional courses, the modern courses or the skill development or oriented or skill development courses also have been introduced in the new campus in Mumbai. And I know that जो normally हम लोग बोलते हैं कि मेरा एक पैर इधर एक पैर उधर, and she again does the same thing like every week or almost weekend she is there in Mumbai and back to Pune, traveling almost 100 kilometers. So that's the strength she's showing in her professional and personal life, and it is very tough, I know, but very beautifully the way she is managing that balance. And I think that shows in her skills also, wherein she knows about Ikebana also, right, Dr. Pranati?
Yes.
So Ikebana is one of the Japanese art of arranging flowers, and which she has learned professionally. Tell something about that, because certain interest which being more versatile and more involved at the campus with your team when you know that particular skill. So please tell about that.
Okay, so Ikebana is the Japanese art of flower arrangement, and this was introduced for the very first time in our country by Rohit, my husband's grandmother. So this was introduced by her. She learned this art when she visited Japan, and both Ikebana and origami. So both these Japanese art forms were introduced by her to the masses, as in they were made available by her. She would teach people from Pune. Later on, of course, now it is a very well organized institution wherein there's a Bombay chapter, there's a Pune chapter. So but this is actually Japanese, whatever little I do know of this is that they believe in a lot of flow, as in not just symmetry, but they like a flow in their designs, wherein it has to look aesthetically soothing, calming, and at the same time beautiful. So they would not use a lot of elements in this. So it could be a minimalistic arrangement wherein you use only one or two materials, but the way you arrange them, it has to be aesthetically pleasing. And there is, of course, it has a lot of you could say a parameters and rules wherein you have to arrange them at this angle. It has to be facing this way. The flower cannot be facing in a particular direction. So it does have all of these parameters. And I have studied up to a level wherein I could be an assistant teacher, but I have lost touch. So if you ask me now, I cannot be an assistant teacher. I will need to revise a lot. So this is something that was introduced again, the social outlook that the family has had over generations. So Rohit's grandmother, she propagated this, and she also taught this skill to ladies who were not very well off. She did it free of cost for certain people as well, and so that these ladies were capable enough to earn their own living in that.
Oh, that's great.
So this is the background of the family, and everybody is so well accomplished that although you were saying, Anshul, that I have been doing so much, or whatever you were mentioning, it is all a team effort, and it is all, we are lucky to have people who are like-minded, who are working towards this aim as well. So I feel blessed and humbled at the same time that we do have this kind of lineage from which we can learn so much. And I don't think one lifetime is enough to be able to implement all that has been passed on by the great man Lokmanya Tilak over the generation.
डॉक्टर प्रणति, आपने बोला था कि जो लेडीज होती हैं वो इमोशनल होती है, और कहीं ना कहीं ये ग्रेस ही बोल दीजिए इसको, आई विल टेल इट एज अ ग्रेस फॉर लेडीज, बिकॉज इमोशंस है तभी हम लोग बांध सकते हैं पब्लिक को. तो जब इमोशनली हम लोग डाउन होते हैं तब आप अपने आप को कैसे कोप अप करते हैं? सपोज यू आर नॉट इन दैट स्टेट के अभी मैं इस चीज को ठीक कर पाऊंगी, या लाइक उस ट्रॉमा से कैसे निकलते हैं आप, कैसे उभरते हैं उससे?
A very big part for me is of course each one of us has some sort of outlet wherein we listen to music.
हाँ जी, कुछ ज्यादा खाना खाते हैं, कुछ कम खाते हैं.
That's true. But apart from that, if we want to sustain, and we are in a place and a role wherein we cannot afford to pay too much attention to our mood swings, or we cannot afford to give too much importance to our emotional lows as well. So, because people are constantly seeking some kind of support, or
Yeah.
they do have some, they want to come and talk to you. They want
Yes.
your input on things. So, we cannot stay in a place wherein we are emotionally low, and because of that, I'm sitting at home today. I'm not coming. I'm not meeting you all. That cannot be
जी.
done. So
जी.
that was my first step. That accepting this. That okay, you do have these sort of emotions. You don't feel like getting up and going to work. You don't have a choice. So, like all of us coped with the recent lockdown, you don't have a choice. What are you
You
going
don't.
to do?
Yeah.
You and there we had, like you said, we had Big Boss monitoring us all the time. If you're stepping out of the house, ready. So so we didn't have a choice at all.
हाँ.
And now I do meditate. I do find out some time for myself. And like all ladies, I talk to some friends who help me through the situation. But one thing is very important, that for me, that I have
जी.
realized is that this is temporary.
हाँ.
In the sense that these emotions, when you're emotionally down, that is going to go away, let's say, in a couple of hours. But that does not mean that you are focused for life, or what you have decided that what you want to do with your life. Or you could say the aim, that should not affect your aim. Okay, give yourself some time, maybe go a bit early from the office, maybe or just sit at home for a day, but process the entire thing, what is going on in your mind, meditate, and that's what I do. So
जी.
meditate, or
जी.
maybe listen to some music that
Sudhi sir.
soothes you, and then get on with your day.
Oh, that's
Because
great.
I would say all of us,
जी.
the kind of position that we are in, I mean, I'm including everybody in this, even if the lady is a homemaker,
Yeah.
the lady has a duty wherein there are a lot of people dependent.
24/7.
Yes. So
Yeah.
dependent on her for, and we have that capability. We do
Yeah.
have that capability of processing our emotions and getting on with our day. So we have to just switch that button on. And I've learned it the hard
Exactly.
way. I mean, I can say it easily now, but
हाँ.
yes, there
हाँ.
have been days, especially
When you are
after I had
emotional
my
now.
child. So there
It
have
happens
been
with the
days,
ladies, hormonal.
yes. So after the delivery, there were days
जी.
wherein I didn't want to get out of the house at all.
हाँ. हाँ.
But
हाँ.
eventually, you do come to a stage wherein you see the larger picture.
Agree.
Exactly. So we need a, we also need the rejuvenating time wherein and about this, one more Japanese technique that is there. And as this ikebana is one standing operation that is being followed by so many multinationals, and one more Japanese technique that is called ikigai,
Ikigai.
wherein you have to find out what is
Yeah.
there within you, and always feel that feel कि मैं तो वो ठीक हो जाएगा. But I feel a tree cannot be strengthened until you water the roots. So it's not about just cleaning the branches or cleaning the leaves of it, but it is about watering the roots. So first of all, we have to find out, like, what are my roots? What is my connect? So normally these days, so many emotional traumas are happening. One more reason of it is the distance of the families, wherein lots of nuclear families are there, wherein they are not living with the joint families, and they are not able to have that kind of sharing that we used to had in our times, or maybe our parents had to
Childhood.
have
हाँ.
their in their own times.
जी.
So
जी.
that is something I think each one of us has to find out, that what is my ikigai, because it will not match. What is mine will not be Dr. Pranati's, or what is her, it will not be of Miss Niti's. So every person has got his or her own interests, his or her own spaces, wherein,
I,
there will
me, and myself.
be time. So we need to find a relaxing time also. And going with the flow, I would like to know from you, Dr. Pranati, what is your pastime? See, this And I know you are dance, participate in so many dandiyas and the
Oh,
garbas,
we didn't know about that,
dandiyas,
yeah?
garbas, that happens. Yeah, and so music certainly, yeah,
So
music
Anshul
certainly
ji,
always goes with the dance. Yes.
right and left brain both are working for
Am
ma'am.
I not audible? Yes, yes, absolutely. And she's good into mathematics also. She is good into
That's I'm
mathematics
saying,
also.
logical brain
And
and you know,
so
artistic brain.
I would like
Okay.
exactly, and that's the reason she is able to manage so many things at the same time, with the same kind of resources. So ma'am, but I would like to know from you is what is the pastime, because sometimes we feel कि मुझे some people are there जिनको खेल के अच्छा लगता है, like they will go and play, and I know like you do lots of trekking, hill running also, wherein you go to hills and just trek for some time, and you participated in some such activities also. So other than that, like what is your pastime wherein कुछ भी नहीं करना है तो मुझे सिर्फ ये करना है, so what is
Do you think she
something
might be having something कि मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है? She might be busy all the day. जी.
Actually, for me, exercise is something that completely rejuvenates me.
हाँ.
It has been like this since the time I have been going to college. And I was a very chubby child in school.
Your cheeks are still.
So I was extremely chubby, and I started it more with the aim of losing weight. But then I started enjoying it so much, and even today, even if I'm not working out in the gym, I just like to go for a small run. I'm not somebody who is a great runner, but I do it just so that I feel good. So for me, exercise has always been a place, a time wherein I can vent out whatever has probably any stress that is bothering me, and I do come back rejuvenated and completely fresh. So that is something that I don't like to miss out in the day. Of course, there are times wherein because of too many things going on in a day, I do tend to miss it. But I'm lucky to have like-minded friends who do make it a point to work out every day. So that does become a point where, and my husband as well. So he is also very much he knows the benefits. Of course, he's a player. He's been a judo champion, so he knows the benefits of physical exercise. So both of us push each other to make sure that we keep our fitness levels on track. So that is something that really does keep me going, even if I'm having a bad day.
What about singing, ma'am?
Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
So we do have private karaoke sessions at home, my husband and I. So we do enjoy singing. And like you said, Anshul, dancing. So when I was before my marriage, when I was working, professionally in a full-time job, I was also teaching an aerobics batch in the morning just because I would enjoy it so much. So I thought, if I could teach it just for pleasure, why not? So
Oh, जी.
yeah, so these are the things that do keep me going throughout the day.
मैम आपके कोई भी आपके पसंदीदा गाने की 2 लाइनें हो जाए.
Oh my God, no. I'm not that kind of a singer. Give me a mic and a karaoke system and I'm sorted. But I don't have that confidence.
अच्छा, आपका पसंदीदा गाना बता दीजिए.
Oh, my favorite song is
Yeah.
Ajeeb Daasta Hai Ye, and
Pardon?
Ajeeb Daasta Hai Ye,
अजीब दास्तां है.
Oh, you have
Okay.
and Kal Ho Na Ho, of course.
कल हो ना हो. Great, मैम.
Very,
अंशुल जी,
very beautiful song it is.
अंशुल मैम, एक क्वेश्चन और मुझे लगता है पूछना चाहिए मैम से. मैम की जो 2 बुक्स उन्होंने ट्रांसलेट की है मराठी से इंग्लिश में, तो मैम उसके पीछे क्या मोटिवेशन था आपका? जो तिलक सर की मराठी में बुक्स हैं, उनको आपने इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट किया है, तो वो मोटिव क्या था आपका उनको इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करने का?
Okay. Actually, ये जो books है, so one of them is a picture book, and my father-in-law, Dr. Deepak Tirak, he had written it in Marathi for children, and there is one more book which is based on short stories, so anecdotes from Lokmanya Tirak's life, So this was originally written by my great-grand mother-in-law. So Rohit's grandmother,
जी जी जी
Mrs. Indutai Tirak. Again, she had written it with the children in mind. What happened, what triggered this actually was my son, he was 6 years old. And that time he asked his grandfather, uh, I know Lokmanya Tilak is a great man. I
जी
know that I should be very happy that I am a part of this family. In
agree
his words, when he
agree हाँ
was
हाँ
at
हाँ
that
हाँ
time.
हाँ हाँ
So he said, but tell me about what does freedom fighter mean? Why, what is it that Lokmanya Tilak has done for the country?
हाँ हाँ
So this is when the whole process started, and my father-in-law, because I had my education abroad. Everybody would tease me about, just in a light note at home that yeah, you foreign return and everything. Although I studied
हाँ
only
हाँ
for
हाँ,
like 1.5 years I was
जी
there.
जी
So he said that Pranati, why not use your, the ability of the English language that you have?
हाँ
Why don't you translate these books into English?
wow
And this was done with the perspective that the children who are, studying today, if we do not let them know about the importance of the sacrifices that these great people have gone through, and the passion that they had for the freedom of our country, because we are privileged now. We have taken, even we are born into a generation wherein we've taken this for granted, that
जी
this is how it is. But
yeah
each one of us should have the knowledge of what it was like for us to get here. So, what are Lokmanya Tilak is one of the great men who has led this country into independence.
जी
There were so many
Independence,
men
right?
and women who have done the same. So, the importance of their life's work has to be conveyed to children, and only then will be they will be aware of the rich history and heritage that our country has. So this was the thought process
Exactly.
behind translating these books, and
wow
translating these books into English, because now English is the primary language for instruction in most of the schools.
agree agree agree
So that was the whole idea.
जी
No, no,
and who
but
is your
that's
role model role model ma'am
Oh, good question. To be honest,
जी
there are a lot of people whom I admire. I
hmm
really don't have a role model, and I'm not, I'm honestly saying this, that,
जी
and you probably would feel that this is an answer that I have rehearsed,
हाँ
but
हाँ
it's not. Okay. I do learn from people from all ages, because
हाँ
everybody has something to teach
oh
us.
that's a great one
So I mean, there's no one particular person that I do follow. So I wouldn't say that I do have a role model as such.
so each and everyone whom you meet is your role model
Yes, I mean,
yeah, and
if you're
anyone who
learning
teaches something,
anyone
yeah.
yes
absolutely. I
that's a
mean,
great one
if you do
that's
have
really a
an
great one
open mind, you can learn from anybody.
हाँ
Yes,
Exactly,
that's
exactly. Even I
excellent
have the same opinion, wherein I learn from each and every person,
हाँ
and but yes, I am very particular about picking up only the positive things in my own ways. So and then align with my own personality. And as I mentioned, knowing your roots is very important. So first, the person should know himself or herself, and then taking things from others.
from others
So yeah. So it's a really great, knowing that you have different role models in different ways. So great to know about that. And I'll let me just tell all the audience and everyone who's listening to us today that for this hashtag Women Power Global Movement, Dr. Kiran Bedi, who's the first IPS officer of India, she is the first woman of this movement. And
yes
she represents us. She represents us, across all the countries, and she support us in all the ways, whichever way possible within her, time frame. And once we'll be after this all these sessions are over. Yeah,
yes
she is the
sir
first
she is
women
the
power.
first woman
Dr. Bakshi. And like her support, and we are requesting support from all the women who's joining this movement by the way of contributing in their own capacities. And as I mentioned initially, that the objective is to empower or giving more power to women in whichever way possible. Because see, we cannot bring everyone at the same pace, but yes, certainly we can raise their level.
Raise the bar.
So this is the, raise the level of the women in terms of maybe the financial capabilities, in terms of the emotional capabilities, and bringing it to capability. And yeah, and maybe in terms of developing their skills, wherein they making them more independent. That is the objective of this movement. And now I'll just request you, ma'am, what is your message to the women of the globe, that how they need to bring themselves in a better way after this COVID period?
Yes. Irrespective of whatever situation you face, right now it's the COVID situation. Uh, a woman's journey is much more difficult because having the kind of emotional ability that we do have, there, if a man has one thought in his mind, we have about 101 thoughts competing at the same time to make their presence felt in our mind. It is your belief in yourself. It is your, you have to be confident enough to understand that you are somebody who, like I said, you are somebody who can, if you can change the abilities of others into capabilities, you nurture children, you nurture your family members, then imagine the kind of power that you have in your, as a woman. So it is, do not hold yourself back. There is obviously a learning process, a journey for everybody. Everybody falls, fails, flounders, cries, and then we rise up, and we don't, if you don't lose focus of what you want, you will be able to achieve heights which you have never thought you would be able to in your entire life. And don't look for others to give you encouragement. If you're lucky, you will have people who will point you in the right direction, but we have something that is called as a gut instinct as well. And trust your gut instinct. That is a superpower that you have, which you should develop more and more. And it's just, we call it different names. We call it the sixth sense, we call it a feeling, an intuition. Yes. So that is something that is actually something that we hold, which will help us to move ahead leaps and bounds. And don't keep a closed mind. Don't put yourself in a bracket. Don't ever think this is the only thing that I can do. There are so many unexplored areas wherein you can shine. And always, 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 I try to follow this, that encourage other women who are probably struggling with life. Always help them. Now this beautiful movement is for the same reason. So always, even on your personal level, try and encourage other ladies who are probably struggling in life. If you see a spark in somebody, make sure you point the other lady in the right direction. That is the best way wherein you can contribute to this entire movement.
I think that's wonderful, yes.
And that is the best way wherein you do feel this kind of satisfaction at the end of the day, as in having a good job. You've done a good job. So, and the most important thing that you should do is, even if there are others who do not tell you, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and pat your back and say, you've done a good job today.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So as the, hashtag women power, the spelling says women, WOMAN. It is incomplete without the men in it. And so the honorable women with us, Dr. Bakshi.
Dr. Bakshi.
Yeah, Dr. Bakshi, I will request Dr. Bakshi to extend vote of thanks. And yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God. I think this was just brilliant. I must tell whosoever is watching now, or whosoever is going to be watching it in days to come, this has been one of the very brilliant programs I had.
Thank you so
the
much.
last 6 months.
Wow.
Women Power, hashtag Women Power, a global movement got started in the month of May 2020 when we had the first Women Power, Dr. Kiran Bedi, as Dr. Anshul rightly said, she was on the show. And it carried on every Saturday with me with women of excellence like Dr. Tilak. And I want to tell you, Dr. Tilak, now you see what has happened. You are seeing these two beautiful women with you, along with you being most beautiful this evening.
Yeah.
True, agree.
These two women power are from the chapter Mumbai of Women Power India. And now they themselves decided that, what is she saying? No video. Okay, let me. They themselves
That,
decided, maybe next time, they themselves decided that we should take away some Saturday from you. Otherwise, I was doing all the 4 Saturdays. Dr. Tilak, I want to give you a background and see the power of these women, both Anshul and Niti, and they took away 1 Saturday from me in a month. Similarly,
That's our power.
other women in Delhi, Noida, Shefali took another Saturday from me. Along with that, there are other women. You know, right now, Milani is watching you from Spain. She is the
Oh.
women power in Spain. She is already doing once a Saturday. So there are other women in various countries who are doing Saturday programs. And this is really going to be fascinating. First of all,
yeah.
from the core of my heart, I must thank Dr. Praniti Tilak,
Yes,
coming
yes.
from such a wonderful, grateful background of Lok Manya Tilak family to be with us on this show. I have been here from the beginning and watched each and every interaction of yours. I want to tell you that this has given me personally a lot of learning. The way the two ladies asked questions and you were responding. And I cannot summarize this, but I can say what you talked about, Dr. Tilak, was something very important when you said that the future generations of our country, the Youngistan of the world, I call them Youngistan,
Yangistan.
Youngistan of the world, need life skills, experiential skills, for employability skills. And that is what is going to be driving the future education policy implementation in the country. And we as Indians are proud global Indians. We are not only for the country, we are for the global world. Because our Indian philosophy, our Indian thinking has been always one world, one love, one human race, irrespective of
Yeah.
caste, creed, gender, nationality, religion, and color. We believe in one world. We believe in one world. Having said that, what you shared was something which was very brilliant on the women power, and especially when the questions were being raised on various parts of women. Women is the most powerful person on this earth. There's no doubt about it.
Planet. Yeah.
My mom is the most powerful person on I have sisters, my wife. I don't have a daughter, but I have so many colleagues in my family, in the global talent family or the companies where I worked earlier. And women have contributed to my life a lot. And that is where, when we were in the pre-COVID days, we were working on this women power. And I would suggest, Varsha, please ensure that Dr. Tilak gets our presentation of women power so that she knows about vision, mission, values, as well
Sure.
as the roadmap what we have laid down. Anshul, you have the presentation. You should forward to her. So
Definitely. Definitely, I'll do that.
your talk has been full of wonderful things, and you were so simply elegant. I can say simply elegant,
Elegant.
responding to questions and brilliantly taking us forward last 1.5 hours. I did not know that 1.5 hour is already gone.
Yeah.
True. True.
It was amazing when you talked about capability to copability.
Capability.
Now, during the COVID days, I created a new competency called
Acronym.
COVID ability. And in that COVID ability, which is available on the social media, I am talking about this copability as a key word for COVID ability. Because
Oh, wow.
COVID ability is a new competency wherein we all have learned during last 9, 10 months how we have to be different on this planet. Because
Exactly.
we can live in one sari, we can live in one shirt and one trouser, and we did not do shopping for last 9, 10 months. But otherwise, how much shopping would we have done? And we have actually regained our life back to roots. Again and again, back to roots word which Anshul is using. And your, ideas, your brilliance has been amazing. And you belong to a very great family, there's no doubt. But you are taking these family traditions forward. And I can see when you are talking about your all aspects of multitasking and multi-skilling, it has been amazing experience. In fact, I would love to come and visit your university one day and address your faculty and students, because that is what my passion is. My passion is to build up the future leaders of India and the global world to become better human beings and better professionals to run great businesses in the world and become go to the next level of excellence and the next and the next and the next level of excellence, because there's no end to excellence. With that, I would say Pranati has been passionate, rich, attitude, nurturing, aligning, talent, intelligently. I
Intelligence.
repeat, passionate,
Thank you so much.
Great.
I'm
attitude,
overwhelmed at this
nurturing,
point.
aligning, talent, intelligently. Thank you very much on behalf of Global Talent Company and hashtag
Yes.
Women Power for being with us, sharing thoughts. And I want to tell you, Dr. Tilak, this is, I think, 32nd interview we have done over last, when we started one-to-one. By March, we will be coming out with a digital book on the women power, and which should be out by first week of April, and entire world will get that digital book. So your words of wisdom will also be part of that. And
So much.
other side, I am doing a leadership series on Wednesday, New DNA of Leadership. Again, very great people like you come on that leadership series. So both leadership series as well as women power are going together, because we have women as great leaders of our world,
Yeah.
not only in our country, globally as well. But Indian ladies, and I must tell you another thing also. I see you in a sari, and this is where I respect Indian women, because I have worked globally in three continents. And whenever we have any get togethers, and my Indian women will always come in Indian sari. And not only that,
Saris. Yeah.
foreign women, we make them to wear Indian saris whenever we have events globally, because that represents the real women of our country.
Yeah.
And in fact, it is a proud honor and privilege to listen to your thoughts and making us more and more, knowledgeable. And you are in the field of education, and this is only the education which will empower women. More and more education to women, more and more sharing of knowledge to women will empower women. And it will take another 2 decades, 3 decades, or 4 decades, or 5 decades. We may not be around, but the legacy will continue. This hashtag women power, a global movement. Of course, in 2024 will be 1 million women around the world, but this should remain continued. In fact, I would like to add this morning when I heard Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and there was one small, video which came that whenever I go to any foreign country, I gift a Bhagavad Gita to the
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
dignitary there. That was very fascinating. And I saw that he gave it to the in Japan, in America, everywhere. Then I decided and I tweeted that in 2021, I am giving a resolution that I will give 500 Bhagavad Gitas around the world in my training programs to those people who will contribute to the success of the program. If the air opens up, I'm waiting for the air to open up and I travel globally
Soon.
and do programs. Because this Bhagavad Gita, when we give to the global citizens, this will be the best gift for them And you must watch this video of Narendra Modi. This is 2-minute video. I have tweeted it to him today that I am committed for 500 Bhagavad Gitas to be given to the global citizens in my program during 2021. With that, because Bhagavad Gita is one of a very great book for learning
Epic, yeah.
the people skills, the life skills, and the leadership skills. Dr. Pranati,
Right.
I have no words but to say that you have been a fascinating guest of honor for us this evening. And my two wonderful facilitators, Anshul and Niti, has been commendable to ask certain
Thank you.
questions, basic
Thank you,
questions.
sir.
And of course, I cannot forget my team, Varsha sitting in Noida.
Yeah.
From the core of my heart, wishing you, your entire Tilak family, because you are spreading education in the country, entire Tilak family, and Anshul, and Niti, and Varsha, and Global Talent Team, and to the universe, a great Happy New Year 2021. We have gone through the pain, but we are ready to have the gain now.
Gain also. True. Thank you.
Agree, sir.
So
Yes.
my hand
it's-
folded pranams to you, and I wish Anshul, next time I am in Mumbai, Pune, I would love to visit this university and be with them and know them more. All the best and great good luck.
Definitely.
God bless you.
Definitely.
You are a very great role model for our education excellence in the country. Bharat Mata ki jai, Vande Mataram.
Vande
Vande.
Mataram.
Yeah.
That is the
Vande
power
Mataram,
of
sir.
our
Thank you.
country. And global world is watching us, that how we will excel in this field of education excellence, and
Yes.
also how we can
Hello.
I think sound.
Bakshi sir. So anyways, it was brilliant, Bakshi sir, from
Yes.
you. But the only feeling that you were giving, as if today it's not Mr. Bakshi, it is Mr. India, because you were not you were not
Talking.
visible. Yeah, but nevertheless, it was great to hear you in the end, and I am really humble and highly thankful and grateful to Dr. Pranati for
जी तहे दिल से शुक्रिया.
being there with us. And in last, I would just say, because before the session, we were discussing a lot about Dr. Pranati, and to be honest, we did not find much information on Google. Being from such a great family, even then the visibility on the social platforms is
Social
not
platform.
much. So that shows the
Simplicity.
shows the modesty, simplicity, the modesty, and the values that she's carrying. So I will just end up by saying, which resonates with her and with the family. परिंदों को मंजिल मिलेगी यकीनन, परिंदों को मंजिल मिलेगी यकीनन, ये फैले हुए उनके पर बोलते हैं, अक्सर वो लोग खामोश रहते हैं, अक्सर वो लोग खामोश रहते हैं, जमाने में जिनके हुनर बोलते हैं.
आहा, क्या बात है.
Wow. That's
Excellent.
fascinating. That's fascinating.
Excellent.
Thank
Please,
you.
Anshulji, please share the coordinates of Dr. Tilak. I would like to send her a thank you note.
Definitely.
Remain connected with her. Where I am a very ordinary man, Dr. Tilak, with extraordinary determination and passion to contribute in life. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you, Pranati ma'am, and thank you, and great evening to all the viewers. Thank
Yes.
you.
It's a privilege
Thank you.
to be with you, and a great honor. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again to this wonderful movement that you all have started.
Thank you so very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
ma'am.
very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone who all
Thank
are
you,
watching
great.
us.
And stay safe,
Yeah.
and stay healthy.
Yes, mask
Bye-bye.
पहन के रखें. Bye.
Bye bye. All the
Bye
best.
bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.